여러분들의 마음속에 행복이 평화가
Thank you. May peace and love flourish within your beautiful hearts. And the second song we would like to sing is God's Children.
저희는 참부모님의 축복으로 하늘 부모의 자녀가 되었습니다. 아주
We are heaven's beloved children. 아주.
나의 마음을 채우시는 부모님, 나의 이름을 불러주시네. 항상 날 생각하시는 부모님, 당신의 사랑 놀라워라. 나의 마음을 채우시는 부모님, 나의 이름을 불러주시네. 항상 날 생각하시는 부모님, 당신의 사랑 놀라워라. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 나의 마음을 채우시는 부모님, 나의 이름을 불러주시네. 항상 날 생각하시는 부모님, 당신의 사랑 놀라워라. 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 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 전능하신 참 하나님 자녀 되었네. 만왕의 왕 참 부모님 백성 되었네.
전능하신
참 하나님 자녀 되었네.
만왕의 왕
만왕의 왕 참 부모님 백성 되었네. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를
우리들의 목소리로 찬양해 보겠습니다. 하나님의 자녀,
나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를 불러주시네. 나는 하나님의 자녀, 참 부모님의 자녀, 참 자녀로 우리를
감사합니다.
Thank you very much, and once again, welcome everyone.
당신은 축복입니다.
You are heaven's blessing.
사랑하는 하늘 부모님 성회
Beloved members of Heavenly Parents Holy Community, attending in person and online from around the world, my name is Choi Ji-sun and I will be your MC for today's Peace Festival. You are heaven's blessing. The theme of today's Peace Festival really warms me, and I would like to express my gratitude for your participation. The fact that we can all participate together and that we can be healthy is really wonderful. Shall we greet one another? Good morning. I'm very pleased to meet you.
네, 감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
자, 온라인으로 함께
And today we have many people participating from Korea, Japan, Asia, and around the world. Shall we greet them? All the participants from around the world, good morning, welcome. Welcome everyone. Yes, you're welcome. We love you. Thank you for joining.
이렇게 귀한 말씀
And today's meeting is indeed a precious opportunity for us to come together for this meaningful peace festival. May heaven's grace and blessings be with you all. We would like to begin today's peace festival with a warm round of applause. Thank you. The first item on the program is welcoming remarks. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome Dr. Yoon Young-ho, Director General for Family Federation International Headquarters, to deliver the welcoming remarks. Let us welcome Dr. Yoon with a warm round of applause.
안녕하십니까.
Good morning, everyone.
반갑습니다.
I'm very pleased to meet you.
사랑하는
Beloved peace-loving citizens who are attending today's Peace Festival of Heavenly Parents Holy Community, I'm very pleased to meet you. First of all, I would like to extend a heartfelt word of welcome for attending today's Peace Festival. Today's Peace Festival is celebrated not just by members and blessed families, but also by new guests and new contacts who are coming here for the first time from Korea, Japan, Russia, Asia, and also from around the world. Around 30,000 people have gathered for today's Peace Festival. Let us welcome everyone once again with a warm round of applause. Beloved peace-loving citizens, peace remains the common ideal that humanity aspires to. Peace in the family, between ethnicities, between nations, and even peace in the world. These remain the ideals that we search for. Unfortunately, true, lasting peace remains elusive. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, whom we call Mother Moon, says that the reason humankind has not been able to accomplish the ideal of one family of humanity under the Heavenly Parent has been one of the unfulfilled objectives of humanity. There can be no peace as long as there is a strife between siblings, because siblings need parents to unite as one. Without the parent, there can be no true lasting peace. That is why Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, our true mother, has traveled around the world, and everywhere she was invited, everywhere she was needed, she would go and share the truth of God as the heavenly parent of humanity. Mother Moon, the true mother, has been pushing herself beyond the limits of physical exhaustion, testifying about God, the heavenly parent of humanity, the parent that humanity needs to come together, realize true, lasting peace. In addition to heads of state, leaders of religious denominations, citizens, leaders of civil society all came together to recognize Mother Moon as the mother of peace. And in her biography, it is written, the wish of humanity has been to receive God's blessings, and humanity's wish is to return to God's bosom for the first time in 6,000 years. There is no greater blessing. The reason religion exists today is to guide humanity back to God's bosom. And today, we are gathered here to really recognize God as the heavenly parent. And I hope you can all become members of peace who can come within the umbrella of Heavenly Parents community. Today, we will have a special festival about happiness. And we will also have other peace festivals on the themes of joy, gratitude, happiness, and resolve. I really hope that this can be the start to a beautiful journey in Heavenly Parents' holy community. And Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon always mentioned that in addition to sharing words, she would usually sing a song for all of the participants. This is a beautiful tradition within our Heavenly Parents' holy community. As I prepared today's welcome remarks, I wanted to really offer something special, and I'm not good at singing, and right now I have a bit of a cold. But to all of the people who have gathered here today to celebrate our meeting today, I would like to sing a song for all of you, and this is a song. Thank you very much. Thank you. And it is a song that was recently published by Im Young-moon called My Love Like the Stars in the Night Sky. And I want to really express my gratitude for you coming here today. And I also would like to thank everyone for bringing new guests And once again, I want to express True Mother's love and welcome to all of you. And this is a song Dr. Moon, Mother Moon likes, and I would like to sing this special song because today is indeed a peace festival. Please enjoy.
당신이 얼마나 내게 소중한 사람인지 사랑의 눈으로 보니 이젠 알 것 같아요. 당신이 얼마나 내게 필요한 사람인지 사랑의 마음으로 보니 이젠 알 것 같아요. 밤하늘에 빛나는 별빛 같은 나의 사랑아 당신은 나의 영원한 사랑 사랑해요 사랑해요 날 믿고 따라준 사랑 고마워요 행복합니다 왜 이리 눈물이 나요. 밤하늘에 빛나는 별빛 같은 나의 사랑아 당신은 나의 영원한 사랑 사랑해요 사랑해요 날 믿고 따라준 사람 고마워요 행복합니다 왜 이리 눈물이 나요 왜 이리 눈물이 나요. 환영합니다. 그리고 사랑합니다.
정말 한 분 한 분 따뜻하게 맞이.
Thank you very much. And once again, thank you very much, Dr. Yun, for your warm words of welcome and your welcome song. Next, we now have a special performance, a welcoming performance. It is a musical, and this is a musical that will try to convey how wonderful it is that our meeting today can take place. Let us enjoy today's musical, which is on the theme of welcoming all newcomers. Thank you for your participation. Please enjoy.
즐거운 곳에서는 나로라 하여도 내 쉴 곳은 작은 집 내 집뿐이리 내 바다 내 기쁨 길이 쉴 곳도 꽃 피고 세우는 집 내 집뿐이리 오 사랑 나의 집 즐거운 나의 벗집 내 집뿐이리 그렇게 기분 좋아? 네. 어디 가는 줄이나 알고? 어디든요? 엄마랑 함께하는 길이라면 난 어디든지 좋아요. 근데 우리 진짜 어디 가는 거예요? 어디든지 좋다며. 좋은 날 좋은 곳. 좋은 날 좋은 곳? 잔치집. 잔치집? 이 땅의 모든 사람들이 소망했던 날, 시간을 거슬러 바라고 바랐던 기쁨과 행복 충만한 날, 헤어졌던 부모와 자녀들이 다시 만나는 날. 알아요. 하늘 부모님. 그래. 하늘 길이 열리고 그 길을 통해 하늘 부모님을 만남을 축복하고 함께 기뻐하는 잔치가 열린단다. 와, 그럼 사람들도 엄청 많이 오겠네요? 그럼. 우와. 멀리 떨어져 지내던 형제들, 식구들 누구 할 거 없이 다 같이 모이겠지? 오셨어요? 안녕하세요. 근데 잔치집 가는데 우린 도시락을 싸가지고 가요? 남들이 차려주는 잔치가 아니라 우리 모두 정성과 마음을 모아 준비하는 잔치니까. 그쵸? 안녕하세요. 우린 이거 하나면 충분할 것 같은데 왜 2개씩이나 쌌어요? 어릴 적 봐왔던 게 생각나서. 엄마가 너만 했을 때 엄마 손 꼭 붙잡고 교회에 가면 네 할머니께서 집에서 정성스럽게 싼 도시락 하나를 슬쩍 교회 한켠 찬장에 넣어두곤 하셨거든. 왜요? 우리를 위해 늘 열심히 길 닦아주시고 말씀 일러주시는 아버님, 어머님, 목사님, 전도부장님, 학생부장님 드시라고. 길을 닦아주신? 그래, 길. 뜻길. 뜻길? 저 넘어 축복의 길까지 이어져 있는 저기 사람들이 와요. 다 같이 잔치집에 가나 봐요. 그래. 오너라 동구야 동산의 봄은 때마다 꽃을 피고 즐기는 이 봄을 노래하니 에덴의 동무들아 모두 다 모여서 춤을 추며 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
잔치집 가시죠?
어떻게 알았지?
도시락.
맞다. 도시락.
먼 길 오셨네요.
네.
먼 길 와야죠. 만사 챙겨두고 기쁜 마음 정성스레 도시락 싸들고 달려왔어요.
잘하셨어요.
근데 새로 오신 식구분 같은데 맞죠?
네, 맞습니다. 좋은 잔치 열린다고 잔치의 주인 됐으니 함께 가자 하더군요. 어둠 속 갇혀 있는 날 이분이 꺼내주신 거죠.
전 이분이 꺼내주신 거고요.
꺼내주긴 누가 꺼내줘요? 오늘 잔치의 주인공은 바로 여러분들입니다.
그럼요. 맞는 말씀 하셨네요. 아주 주인 되세요. 아주. 지난날 임지에서 말씀 전할 때 힘되어 주신 부모님 생각하면서 한달음에 달려왔습니다. 어디 계셨었는데요? 대구 40일 전도 나갔었어요. 네. 대구역에 딱 도착했는데 갈 곳이 없어서 막막한 거예요. 교회도 많고 사람들도 많은데 하늘 부모님의 참 심정을 아는 이가 없다고 생각하니까 너무 외로운 거예요. 날은 저물고 잠잘 곳이 없어서 잠이 아닌 우선 기도할 곳을 찾자 하는 마음으로 대덕산에 올랐어요. 상상봉에 올라가 기도와 노래를 불렀었죠. 그때 불렀던 노래가 방금 불렀었던 동산의 봄 노래였어요. 기도와 노래가 통했을까? 10일간 산기도를 하러 온 집사님들 10분이 집회를 인도해달라고 애절하게 간청을 하더라고요.
아이고, 뜻과 심정에 부모님이 함께 계셨네요.
늘 마음속에 동행하시니까요.
자, 저희는 가던 길을 먼저 가야겠습니다. 이따 잔치집에서 봬요.
그래요. 조심히 가세요.
그럼 우리 가는 길 힘들라고 옛 생각이나 하면서 함께 노래나 부르며 갈까요?
좋지요.
차디찬 엉덩이 서랑투가 잔인한 내 손을 걷어차라 춘풍을 이르렀고 향기 날리고 숨주는 강산에 불을 켜라 아무리 잔인한 서랑풍도 사라지는 운명의 한때로라 춘풍을 이르렀고 향기 날리고 숨주는 강산에 불을 켜라 깨어라 봄나비 총다리 새 적막한 강산에 애달픈 꿈 춘풍을 이르렀고 향기 날리고 숨주는 강산에 불을 켜라.
참 좋네요. 우리 식구분들 이왕 이렇게 만났으니 일본에 계신 식구분들 한번 만나보고 갈까요? 직접 이 자리에 오시지는 못했지만 이렇게 화상으로 참여하고 계신 식구분들이 계시거든요. 세상 참 좋아졌어요. 그쵸? 자, 그럼 일본 식구분들 만나볼까요? 오하요 고자이마스. 오겐키데스까? 부모님 곁에서 늘 험지마다 않고 힘든 고난 이겨내고 계신 분들입니다. 다시 한번 우리 박수 한번 보내드릴까요? 저는 일본 식구분들 뵐 때마다 생각나는 노래가 하나 있어요. 행복이란 무엇일까? 시아와세 때 난다로. 아마 여러분들 다 기억하고 계실 것 같은데요. 우리 다 같이 한번 불러볼까요? 주고도 또 주고 싶고
위하고도 또 위하고 싶고 사랑하고도 또 사랑하고 싶은 사람을 찾는 것 같아요. 저분들처럼요.
그래, 그 마음 하나로 험난한 뜻길을 함께 걸어오신 분들이지. 안녕하셨어요?
안녕하세요.
잘 지내셨죠? 참 많이 애쓰셨습니다. 참으로 감사드려요. 오늘 함께 해주신 새 식구 여러분들 진심으로 환영합니다. 다들 주의 되세요. 주의 하늘 삼아요. 자, 다시 한번 우리 서로에게, 우리 모두에게 박수 한번 보내드릴까요? 함께 승리하신 식구 여러분과 부모님 생각하며 잔치 때마다 들려주셨던 노래 중에 노들강변 함께 불러보면 어떨까 싶은데요. 여러분 함께 하실까요? 봄버드도 우리 부모님 음성 언제 들어도 참 좋지요. 자, 그러면은 우리 다 같이 한번 불러볼까요? 얼씨구!
아따, 아니 이런 큰 잔치에 내가 빠질 수가 있겠는가? 아이, 그나저나 가만 보니까 우리 식구님께서 식구분들이 노래가 오래되다 보니까 다 까마득히 잊은 것 같아.
네?
우리 식구님이 그 시원하게 한번 가르쳐놔 주시오.
어머, 잊어버리셨어요? 그러니까 안 부르는 분들이 계시더라고. 그러면은 제가 한번 가르쳐 드릴 테니까 한번 따라해 보세요. 비대면으로 함께하고 계신 전 세계 식구님들, 그리고 오늘 새로 오신 식구분들도 저랑 같이 춤추면서 노래하는 겁니다. 한번 다 같이 한번 해볼게요. 따라해 보세요. 노들강변 봄버드 시작. 노들강변 봄버드 휘늘어진 가지라가, 손도 같이 해보세요. 휘늘어진 가지라가 무정세월 한어머니를 시작. 무정세월 때마다 불러주셨던 그 노래, 우리 다 같이 음악에 맞춰서 한번 불러볼게요.
헐싱글!
네, 여기까지 하겠습니다. 네, 잘하셨어요. 어머, 세상에 조금만 더 하시면 다 명창 되실 것 같아요.
그렇지요, 그렇지요.
어쩜 이렇게 잘하시는지 이제 좀 잔치 분위기가 나는 것 같네요. 저희는 그러면 가던 길 마저 갈게요. 조금 있다가 잔치집에서 봬요.
좀 이따 봬요.
모래마다 밟은 자
아주
만고 풍상 비바람에 몇 번이나 지워놨나.
엄마, 이 열쇠는 뭐예요?
어머, 우리 식구분 중에 한 분이 잃어버리신 것 같네.
열쇠의 주인을 찾습니다. 지금 뭘 찾으시는 거예요?
내가 열쇠의 주인 천국문을 찾아 길을 나섰네. 이곳이 그곳이라면 천국문 열 수 있나. 잃어버린 내 열쇠.
찾고 계신 게 열쇠인가요?
내가 열쇠의 주인.
그게 천국문 열쇠가 맞긴 맞나 봐. 천국문 열 수 있다면 참 평화 얻을 수 있어. 잃어버린 내 열쇠. 마음도 크지 말라 일러주시니
목마른 우리에게 생명수 말씀 주시니.
분쟁과 다름 속에 평화의 달이 되신 분.
나는 된자 먼저 되리라 일러주신 분들.
구하라 구하고 포기하지 말고 끝까지 찾으라. 이께 와주신
잃어버린 내 열쇠.
당신도
잃어버린 내 열쇠. 당신도 잃어버린 내 열쇠.
당신도
잃어버린 내 열쇠. 당신도
열쇠의 주인. 나도
열쇠의 주인. 나도
내가
잃어버린 내 열쇠.
하늘 부모님이 바라시는 건 이런 모습들이 아닐 텐데.
주인으로 살라 하셨지.
내가 주인이라 하셨지.
아주 내가 주인이라 하셨지. 아주 내가 주인이라 하셨지.
아주 내게 열쇠를 주셨지.
내가 열쇠의 주인.
찾으시는 열쇠가 이 열쇠인가요?
그래 맞아. 천국문 열쇠.
이 열쇠를 네가 어떻게?
주웠어요.
우리가 잃어버렸단다.
여기.
이 소중한 열쇠를 너가 찾아줬구나.
얼마나 슬퍼하셨을까. 얼마나 아파하셨을까. 슬픔에 하늘 부모님.
고맙다. 이젠 잃지 않을게. 약속하마.
이제 천국문 열 수 있는 거죠. 어서 가서 열자고요. 말씀의 주인, 잔치의 주인이 되어 축제를 즐기자고요.
떨어져 있었던 형제들, 식구들. 자, 우리 새 식구들을 맞이합시다.
아주
엄마, 모두가 주인 된 삶을 살 거라고 약속했어요. 하늘 부모님이 맡기신 열쇠 꼭 잃어버리지 않겠다고요.
아주 주인된 삶을 살라 하신 부모님 말씀, 그 열쇠는 빛이고 말씀이고 생명이고 사랑인데 그걸 잠시 잊어버린 것 같네. 다시 잃지 않으시겠지?
그럼요. 약속하셨는걸요?
그래, 잠시 잊은 걸 거야.
말씀이고 빛이라 우리에게 맡기신 열쇠.
엄마가 옛날 얘기 하나 해줄까?
네,
옛날에 한 소년이 살고 있었어. 그 소년이 살던 세상은 어둠만이 남아있는 세상이었지.
아무것도 보이지 않는?
어둠, 아무것도 보이지 않는 세상. 어둠, 빛의 존재를 모르는 사람들.
그리고 한 소녀가 있었어. 소년과 같은 마음을 가진. 어둠, 아무것도 보이지 않아.
깜깜한 세상.
어둠,
오직 본능에만 충실해.
한 소년이 있어.
어둠,
빛의 존재를 아는
어둠,
아무도 관심이 없는
어둠,
어둠을 밝혀줄 무엇.
이름하여 빛이라. 빛이야.
빛을 찾아야 해.
빛이야.
어둠을 밝혀줄 무엇. 소년과 소녀는 어둠을 밝혀줄 그 무엇, 빛을 찾아 길을 나서게 되지.
태초의 빛.
밝은 빛,
깜깜한 세상.
밝은 빛,
어둠을 밝혀줄 그것.
구비구비 산을 넘어, 구비구비 산을 넘어 어둠 속 세상
타오르는 그 무엇.
나를 인도하사 빛이라 말씀이라 사랑이라.
어둠 속 나를 인도하사 빛이라 말씀이라 사랑이라.
마침내 세상의 끝에 다다른 거야. 그 끝 절벽 아래로 황금빛 물결을 품고 있는 바다를 본 거야.
태초의 하나님이 천지를 창조하시니라.
어둠 속 세상 밝혀줄. 어둠 속 우릴 인도하사.
땅이 혼돈하고 공허하며 흑암이 깊음 위에 있고 하나님의 영은 수면 위에 운행하시니라.
빛이라 활활 타오르는 태양이라.
하나님이 이르시되
소년과 소녀는 해를 지고 자신이 살던 세상으로 돌아오게 되지.
어둠 속 세상 밝혀줄
뜨거운 태양
어둠 속 우리 인도하사 밝은 빛 활활 타오르는 태양 빛이라 말씀이라 아무것도 보지 못하는 자들아 심장은 뛰고 있으나 사람 느끼지 않는 자들아 밝은 빛이라 말씀이라
세상의 어둠들을 마주했지만 소년과 소녀가 선물한 빛은 더욱 빛을 발할 수 있었어.
해의 주어서
눈은 뜨고 있으나 아무것도 보지 못하는 자들아
해를 지고 가는 아이
심장은 뛰고 있으나 사랑 느끼지 않는 자들아 빛이라 말씀이라 사랑이라
난 당신을 보아요
이제는 보여 이해할 수 있어 나도 당신을 보아요 이제는 보여 이해할 수 있어 보이는 것 아니 보이지 않는 것 세상은 아름다워 난 당신을 믿어요 난 신상을 있습니다
그렇게 두 분이 걸어오셨어요.
두 분이 예비하신 거지. 많은 사람들이 자녀되어 두 분을 따랐고 두 분의 품 안에서 비로소 말씀을 알고 말씀의 주인이 될 수 있었어. 그런데 그 말씀을 잠시 잃어버렸던 거고.
그분들이 잊고 있었던 천국문 열쇠는 진리이고 생명이고 빛이었네요.
그렇지. 어쩜 우리 모두 심정의 말씀을 잊고 산 건 아닌지, 처음 우리를 안아주셨던 부모님 품을 잊고 산 건 아닌지.
난 엄마 품 절대 잊지 않을 거예요. 엄마가 내 천국문 열쇠니까.
나도 널 내 품에서 절대 놓지 않을 거야. 네가 내 천국문 열쇠니까. 혹여 세상이 널 아프게 해도 지지 않고 나아가기다. 알았지?
네, 지지 않을게요.
세상 살아가는 사람 누구랄 거 없이 아프지 않은 사람 없을 거야. 남처럼 못 살아서, 남처럼 못 가져서, 그래서 가지려 들고 빼앗으려 들고
빼앗으려 들고
그렇게 서로에게 생채기를 내는 거지.
주고 또 주고 위하고 또 위하면 아프진 않을 텐데 몸소 실천하신 참어머님처럼요.
그래, 세상의 모든 아픔 위로해 주신 평화의 어머니, 참 어머니처럼. 세상에 다친 맘 낫는 약이 없을까. 고단한 마음을 감출 길이 없구나. 어릴 적 어미품 배를 어루만지시던 약보다 따뜻한 그 손길이 생각난다. 나라 나라 우라가 울지 마라. 나라 나라 세상에 치지 마라. 엄마 손은 약속, 우라가 뱉는 똥배. 엄마 손은 약속, 우라가 뱉는 똥배. 우라가 뱉는 똥배.
우리 엄마 배도 똥배.
이제 잔치에 오신 식구분들 맞이하러 가볼까?
네,
새 식구분들도 맞고.
좋아요.
먼 길 잘 오셨어요. 걸어오신 이 길 새로 오셨으니 새 길이요. 뜻이 함께하니 뜻길이네요.
당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요. 당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요.
태초 하늘 부모님으로부터 사랑으로 이 땅에 태어나신 분들, 여러분들이 곧 사랑이요, 빛이요, 말씀이요, 축복입니다. 함께 하실까요? 당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요. 당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요. 오늘 이 자리에 함께 해주신 새 식구 여러분, 자리에서 일어나 주시겠습니까? 네. 비대면으로 함께하고 계신 새 식구 여러분들, 손 한번 흔들어 주시겠어요?
오늘의 주인들이십니다. 축복의 주인들이시며 행복의 주인들이시며 사랑의 주인들이십니다.
아주 여러분들을 진심으로 환영합니다.
Welcome everyone, welcome. This is the time to give some shout outs to everyone. Shout out to Reverend Damien Dunkley. Shout out to all of the Asia Pacific participants. Shout out to Ijin in Malaysia. Shout out to Dr. Balcom in Europe. Shout out to everyone participating today. Welcome once again and thank you very much.
그러실 거고요. 우리에게 맡기신 열쇠, 이젠 절대 잊지 않을 거예요.
당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요. 당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 당신의 삶 속에서 그 사랑받고 있지요. 태초부터 시작된 하나님의 사랑은 우리의 만남을 통해 열매를 맺고 당신이 이 세상에 존재함으로 인해 우리에게 얼마나 큰 기쁨이 되는지. 당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람.
Shout out to Dr. Venus Augustine in the Philippines. Shout out to Pang Julan in Hong Kong. Thank you for
당신은 사랑받기 위해 태어난 사람. 지금도 그 사랑 받고 있지요. 지금도 그 사랑 받고 있지요. 당신은 축복입니다.
You are indeed heaven's blessing. Thank you very much. Once again, beloved members and participants from around the world, you are heaven's blessing. Thank you for participating in today's Peace Festival.
네, 감동적인 무대를 선물처럼
Thank you very much. This was a beautiful musical from the Hyojong Cultural Center. Let us give them another warm round of applause, please. Thank you very much. And today's Peace Festival of Heavenly Parents Holy Community is taking place, and there will be 5 festivals. And today the theme is You Are Heaven's Blessing, and there will be 3 parts. Who is the Mother of Peace? Who is God the Heavenly Parent? And part 3, which will be Who Am I? These will be themes related to realizing a world of lasting peace, how we can come together as a community of humanity under Heavenly Parent. This will be a meaningful and precious moment. Let us now begin the first part of our program, Who is the Mother of Peace?
역사가 시작되고
the search for lasting peace. Since the beginning of history, there has been no end to conflict. We believed that working hard, following laws and regulations would bring about a world of lasting peace. However, that was but an illusion. In this cruel and conflict-ridden course of history, what system, what worldview can bring about the cessation of wars and conflict and bring lasting peace, everlasting happiness? This has been a question that has
He has created this wonderful woman, and He has created her to reveal to us.
C'est une réalité. Madame Dr. Hak,
It is true indeed that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is recognized as the mother of peace.
And extend my special gratitude to Dr. Hak Ja Han for hosting this summit and commend her long-standing commitment to peace and reconciliation.
항구적 평화를 향한 역사적 물음에
Through her life and work, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has proposed an answer to the question of how to realize lasting peace. Leaders from nations, religious leaders and leaders of civil society are calling Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon the mother of peace. Who then is Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, the mother of peace?
평화의 어머니
Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been working to bring about a solution to the problems of religion, race, culture, and ideology. These problems have been dividing people and dividing the world. Climate change, the crisis of the environment, human rights, refugee displacement, and other challenges are challenging people's well-being. Food shortages and other problems continue to pose serious problems, and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been raising leaders for the future, raising them to become leaders of the 21st century. In Korea, where ideological but also political divisions are deepening, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been working to bring about national reconciliation and harmony. She strongly encouraged Japan, that had colonized her native Korea, to become a heavenly Japan. And also, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is blessing the continent of Asia to be the heavenly Asia Pacific. She has invested in the revival of Europe, as well as bringing about a new hope to Africa and helping awaken America to its God-given mission. And what is bringing Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon to travel the world on countless occasions? What is guiding and encouraging Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon to invest herself for the sake of true love and altruism? Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been hosting rallies of hope, bringing together leaders of civil society, leaders from around the world, to share their wisdom in tackling the most salient problems afflicting the world today. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon's wish is the realization of a lasting world of peace. And now, the name Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is recognized around the world as Mother of Peace. Next to Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, people from all walks of life, people from all religions, all nationalities come together. There can be no hope for our earth if we continue the devastation of the environment. I pray and call upon all of you to join me. Let us work hard, hand in hand together, for the day when all the nations of the world can become siblings before God, and we can all live together as one family under God. Let us realize this dream together with all of our hearts and all of our determination. Feeling one another's pain as if it were my own. Delighting over others' joy as if it were our own. Creating an altruistic civilization of true love where we can all live for the sake of one another. This has been the aim, the goal of Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. It also happens to be our common hope. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, the Mother of Peace. What a beautiful introduction to Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. We know her affectionately as Mother Moon, but also the Mother of Peace. She has walked the path of living for the sake of others. And more than anyone else, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has shown the value of investing yourself for the sake of others. And we feel inspired by the life that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has lived. And as she traveled around the world, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has worked to sow seeds of true love, and many leaders from around the world have come to recognize Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon as the Mother of Peace. Let us hear some of these testimonies from outstanding VIPs from around the world. Testimonies from leaders of civil society about the Mother of Peace. If all nations could stand in the position of Heavenly Parents' children, war or conflict can be resolved. I sincerely hope that you can all become children of God who take the lead in realizing Heavenly Parents' wish, humanity's wish, the kingdom of heaven on
지옥이 되는 여러분 모두가 되기를 축원합니다.
We are living in one world. Venerable Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, co-founder of the Universal Peace Federation. Today, it is my great honor and pleasure to address Your Excellencies. Ladies and gentlemen, at this virtual summit on the Rally of Hope organized by the Universal Peace Federation, I would like to emphasize that we need to promote love, mutual respect, and the values of humanity. Let us coexist peacefully and harmoniously, respect the diversity of faiths, religions, and cultures within and between societies. Cambodia is ready to contribute to this noble goal with all stakeholders present. If you compare the conflict between the countries of the world to a fight between siblings, what the world needs now is someone who can be like a mother to all humanity, a mother who can reconcile all siblings. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon in her keynote address mentioned that human-centered selfishness has exhausted not only human beings, but also this beautiful earth. It is not possible for humanity to become one with the human-centered thoughts and ideas. We must properly understand God the Creator, the origin of the universe. I keep these words engraved in my heart. Working to realize a a world of lasting peace. We appreciate the numerous initiatives of the Universal Peace Federation. In particular, I would like to express my gratitude to the Venerable Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon, the ardent defender of harmony among people and a tireless fighter for peace, justice, and the well-being of humanity, particularly the continent of Africa. Respected Dr. Moon, we are convinced that your proclamation of the new age of the heavenly Africa as a continent of hope, which can bring about a world of freedom, will be a reality in the not too distant future. I want us to acknowledge the efforts of Dr. Moon, who with her leadership promotes peace, family, and integration in the world with a message of a united family. When your heart changes from wanting to receive love to sharing love, a world of peace is realized.
All the good and crucial work that the Universal Peace Federation is carrying out day after day is what makes the real difference, what brings lasting progress, and which today can bring back the hope we so much need in these dark and difficult times. The hope for citizens and societies, the hope for the values of peaceful coexistence, for international understanding, and for inclusive progress, respect, and human rights.
Dr. Moon has devoted ceaseless efforts to bring together stakeholders from all realms of society to seek innovative ways to build a world of peace and to support peaceful reunification on the Korean Peninsula. Her sincere efforts aimed at furthering the cause of peace have led to successful hosting of the World Summit 2020 last February and have given much support for the declaration at the Asia-Pacific Union. I believe this meaningful gathering will also serve as a platform that lays foundation for Korea to turn itself into an innovative and inclusive nation, as well as an economic peace community on the Korean Peninsula, thereby being prepared for the next century.
All of the suffering in the world can be healed through true love, living for the sake of others.
And I think that what Mother Moon has done, carrying on the work of her husband and building a worldwide movement committed to the concept that we can find ways to talk with each other, we can find ways to work together, and that we need to place more emphasis on peace and on seeking a better future than on war. And I think it's a very important thing that you're doing.
Thank you, Dr. Moon, for living out your life's calling with compassion and grace.
The global pandemic has put every country to the test with disruptive consequences for practically every organization. Yet the work of the UPF continues, and that is a credit to the energy and dedication of Dr. Moon. Since founding the UPF 15 years ago, she has assembled a broad, diverse network of leaders and concerned citizens and made it a respected influence for the good.
길은 하나입니다.
There is but one way.
하늘
It is the
부모님을
path of
모시고
recognizing
하나
that
되는
God is
길밖에
our heavenly
없습니다.
parent and
공생,
attending God
공용,
as such. Through interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values, we can realize a unified world of humankind. All problems can be solved if Heavenly Parent takes center stage in our lives. The Mother of Peace is our reality. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is truly recognized around the world as the Mother of Peace. Let us work together to build a civilization of altruism based on true love, living for the sake of others. This is indeed God's wish. What beautiful testimonies by leaders from around the world about Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. Next, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce a special VIP from Korea. He has a special relationship with True Parents since his childhood. He was a parliamentarian from 2016 to 2020. It is the Honorable Kim Gyu-hwan, former member of the Korean National Assembly. Let us welcome the Honorable Kim Gyu-hwan with a warm round of applause. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kim Gyu-hwan. I was a former member of the Korean National Assembly. I'm very pleased to meet you today. Today, I am truly honored to be able to offer some remarks at the Peace Festival of Heavenly Parents Holy Community. During my childhood, about 40 years ago, I worked in a company called Daewoo Heavy Industries. And at that time, I was just a worker, a field worker. I would carry these various heavy loads on my back. And one day, I saw 11 cars that passed by. And from the second car, one person came down from the car. And the person walked all the way next to me and said, "Look at this person's eyes." And other people started to gather around me. And they asked me, "Who are you? What are you doing? What is your profession?" And people asked me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm not an important person. All I do is just work for Daewoo Heavy Industries, and I carry these iron rods to Tongyil Heavy Industries." And that person looked at me and said, "You will be successful. You will be victorious. You will become one of the best in the world. You can be victorious. Help this person." And that person got into the car and went. I didn't know who is this person who suddenly stepped out of the car and talked to me. And 40 years later, one day, I was in COEX Gangnam, and Dr. Sun Myung-moon has held a special festival to celebrate the publication of his biography. And later, when I heard about Dr. Sun Myung-moon, I wanted to go to that publication festival, and I went into the gate where people will go out. There was no seat for me, and I stood in one of the corners near the pillar, near the exit. And Dr. Moon, Reverend Sun Myung-moon, spoke for 2 hours, and he received a lot of applause. And as he was going out, there were many people, tall people next to me, and I waved my hand. But on the way going, he turned around and he came next to me and he said, "Hey, you, what is your position now?" And I told Reverend Moon, I said, "Yes, I am the young person who was carrying iron rods, and now I have become one of the key engineers in Korea. I've become one of the best engineers in Korea." And Reverend Moon said, "Yes, I knew it." And Reverend Moon said, "Bring one of my books." And Reverend Moon usually, these were not books that were published. These were huge books. They were so large. They were at least 15 kilos, and they were covered with beautiful lacquer. And Reverend Moon, on the way going out, he gave it to me. And this is what Reverend Moon said: "This person, he needs to work for the nation. He will become a great person for the nation of Korea. Help him and watch him. He will become a great person." And everyone applauded and left. And what is left to me is what happened afterwards. Amazing miracles happened to me. After I went to college and I became a emeritus professor, even though I did not graduate from college, and I was also elected as a member of the Korean National Assembly. And later, I really placed the books that Reverend Moon had given me into a beautiful frame and put it into the National Library of the Korean National Assembly. And each day I always remember Reverend Moon's words. What is Korea famous for? America is famous for, Japan is famous for cameras, Switzerland is famous for its watches, America is famous for its aircraft industry. What is Korea famous for? In order to raise Korea, I felt that Korea needs to have the largest number of Nobel Peace Prize laureates. And we have been making various laws to support the education of students from primary school all the way to college. And we were able to pass these laws that focus exclusively on raising young people to become Nobel Prize laureates. And one amazing thing I want to mention is that in every law that I passed, I always put Reverend Moon's photo. And one person said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I am doing something for peace." And he asked me, "Is it Family Federation?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "What is your name? Are you the person 40 years ago who worked at the Tongil Heavy Industries? Are you the person who Reverend Moon stopped by to say you will become a great person? Are you Kim Gyu-hwan who used to carry iron rods?" That was Mr. Kim Song-yeol, a very high-ranking VIP. And through him, I met Reverend Song Kwang-seok, the chair of UPF Korea. And I also was appointed as the co-chair of IAPP Korea. I was able to go to Korea, to Nepal, to Japan. As a parliamentarian, I could attend various IAPP gatherings. And I was able to see with my own eyes the work that Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is doing. I do not think that there's anyone else who is doing more than Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon for the sake of peace on the Korean Peninsula and peace around the world. I believe that the key to peaceful reunification on the Korean Peninsula lies with Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is the mother of peace that the entire world, that all of humanity recognizes as the mother of peace. Heads of state are recognizing Dr. Moon as the mother of peace. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the mother of peace, she is the mother of unification. Wouldn't you agree? She is the mother of Korean reunification. She indeed is the mother of peace. I believe that if God looked at me and asked me, "You have one wish. What is your wish?" I will gladly and boldly declare, I want Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon to live for a long, long time, that she can realize her wish of world peace during her lifetime. My only wish to God will be, grant Mother Moon a long and healthy life. Today, we are hosting this beautiful peace festival, and Dr. Yoon Young-ho sang so beautifully. I wondered, how can he sing so beautifully? When I heard his song, I wondered, is he naturally gifted? Is he gifted by God with such a beautiful voice? But I believe that also Dr. Moon has gifted Dr. Yoon with the gift of music. But today we are all in the boat of world peace. Can I sing a song for you? I would like to sing a short song that came out on Miss Trot. And I looked for a song, and it says, "Let us sail along the ocean." And after being invited to come and speak here, I rehearsed, but I don't know if I can sing well. Please forgive me if my ability is not so good, but I would like to sing for you. We are all sailing on the same boat.
배 띄워라 하야 번님 내야 배 띄워서 어서 가자 동서남북 바람 불채 언제나 오시려나 술 입고 달이 뜨니 이때가 아니더냐 배 띄워라 배 띄워라 하야 번님 내야 세계 평화의 배를 띄워라
Let us all board the ship of world peace. Thank you very much. Really, I believe that as we lead our lives, we should really place Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon as the compasses of our lives. I really hope that Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon can live a healthy, happy life. I would like to end my remarks here. Thank you very much. What an incredible, heart-stirring testimony and Hyojung testimony from Honorable Kim Gyu-hwan. I really feel completely fired up. Honorable Kim Gyu-hwan, thank you very much. Next, we will have a cultural performance, and every time we have a Family Federation festival, there is one person who always sings beautifully to us, and that is Pol Potts. And he has prepared a beautiful song called The Impossible Dream. Let us enjoy Pol Potts' concert.
Hello, I'm Pol Potts, the singer. It's a great honour for me to perform for you today and congratulate you on your efforts for world peace. I truly believe that when we work together, we can make what seems impossible possible. I'd like to send you all my good wishes and blessings for the future. Thank you.
To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love and chase from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question from us, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And right now, if I'll only be found through this glorious quest, and my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be prepared for these, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. To fight for the right without question of cause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly that one man scored and covered with scars, still strong with his last songs of courage. The dream he imparts upon
언제 들어도 감동과 울림을 선사하는 성악가 폴포츠 씨의 무대였습니다. 혹자는 하늘 부모님이라는 주제를 자신의 인생 목적으로 삼고
Pol Pot has really lived his life for the sake of others. And once again, there are many people who are wondering what is the purpose of our life here on earth. And it is really important to reflect on Heavenly Parent. Who is God, our Creator? Let us delve into this topic.
무게 2.5톤의 돌, 230만
With each stone weighing more than 2.3 tons and having more than 2.3 million blocks and 130 meters high. These pyramids are riddles. What are they trying to tell us? Why is humanity seeking to reach the heavens? Did they realize that there is something more important than human life? The Egyptians placed more importance on their temples than on the royal palaces they built. Through the pyramids, the Egyptians sought to reach the heavens, and they had a heart of reverence for God. The human heart desires the Creator's compassion. Even though God can neither be seen nor fully understood, our desire to understand God as the causal being is what inspires awe about the heavens within us. Who is the Heavenly Parent? There are many things about creation that human understanding cannot fathom. Looking and experiencing creation and appreciating the harmony that God the Creator has realized, we can come to appreciate the essence of God the Creator. Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon have described God not just from a faith-based perspective, but also from a historical point of view. Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Jahan Moon went to America, the center of the free world, to awaken America to its God-given mission to bring together the world for the sake of God's will. And Reverend Moon met Premier Gorbachev and worked together to bring about the realization of a world of peace. And in the Korean Peninsula, Reverend Sun Myung-moon really risked his life and spoke about God, the importance of God, and Reverend Moon put his life on the line describing God. Before there was the theory of evolution, there was a male and a female, a man and woman. Do you think this concept of pairs came first or came later? Tell me. I can teach you. When you look at it based on this logic, you can realize that God is eternal. You cannot deny the existence of God. And humanity recognizes God as the creator, as the causal father. However, who is God? Is God only an entity of male characteristics? Is he only the absolute father? Until now, God's male characteristics have been emphasized, and now Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is once again enlightening the world about God and the identity of God. God is the heavenly parent of humanity, the heavenly father and the heavenly mother. And once again, we recognize God not just to be the father, but to be the heavenly parent. And once again, Mother Moon is encouraging us to experience the love of God, the motherly love of God. Until this time, God, the heavenly parent, has been searching for his long-lost children for 6,000 years. How can we describe in words the pain that God has experienced until now? Doctor, until now, God has suffered. How can we express all of these sufferings in words? Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon has awakened us to the essence of God as the heavenly parent, and around the world, religious leaders are supporting Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon's description of God as the heavenly parent. And religions from around the world are coming together and supporting this description of God as the heavenly parent. Following the start of human civilization, humanity has been searching for an answer about the nature of the Creator. It is not just God the Father, but God the Father and Mother, God the heavenly parent. And now, centering on the true love of True Mother, we can now fully fathom the breadth and richness of God's love as the heavenly parent. What a beautiful video. It really helps us to understand that God is our heavenly parent. Furthermore, the beautiful life of God is really connected to the work of our true parents. Next, we would like to hear some Hyojong testimonies, and many religious leaders around the world are working hand in hand with Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon to really bring about this understanding of God as the heavenly parent. Let us welcome religious leaders from around the world.
Dear True Mother, the Mother of Peace, recently I have been appointed as a spiritual advisor of the Amahlubi Kingdom. The more than 11 million Amahlubi people are known as people who love peace and who lived peacefully with others. This nomination as a spiritual advisor is indeed in line with True Mother's mandate given to spiritual and religious leaders in December 2020. True Mother said, "It is all of you, particularly religious leaders in America and throughout the world, that must let people know about true parents and lead everyone to become heavenly parents' children. When you fulfill that responsibility, it will create a new history. Mfihlakalo, the Creator, is the God of all people, the heavenly parent of humanity. In African spirituality, Mfihlakalo is the sustainer of life, working through the angels and our ancestors to guide our lives. Indeed, a life without him has no meaning." True Mother, the only begotten daughter of God, is absolutely right when she says that we all need to know and attend God as our heavenly parent, and that once we do that, all our problems will be solved. We all need to work to build a world of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universal values, where we all value, respect, and love each other as children of the same parent, our Creator, Umfihlakalo. As a spiritual leader and chairman of IAPD Africa, I will accomplish my duty and responsibility to let people know about the Creator as our heavenly parent, our true parents, and will contribute in building one human family under God, as mandated by True Mother.
All major religions believe in the creative power of God. The definition and name of God may differ among religions, but one thing we all agree on, and that is God created humanity. Islam, Judaism, and Christianity concur with the Genesis account of creation. And since we are Bible believers, we accept the Genesis account that God said, "Let us make man in our own image." Later, the account says, "So God created man in his own image, in the image of God created he him, male and female created he them." But now we lead and understand that the 8th century prophet Isaiah describes God as one whom his mother comforts. "So will I comfort you." That's what the Lord said. Then further, can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. And those are the words of God. So in the human parenting concept, the heavenly human parent, there is both male and female in the attitude of God towards mankind. So yes, God is the heavenly parent of humanity.
We are fortunate to have Dr. Mrs. Hak Jahan Moon. She is our beloved Mother Moon, who not only leads us to peace, but also nurtures and sustains peace with her unbound love and care. Mother Moon is manifest in all beings as the Mother of Peace. Towards a proper religious and social behavior, the very first teaching a Hindu receives is Matridevo Bhava, Pitridevo Bhava. Regard your mother as God, regard your father as God. In Hindu understanding, the divine being is always a couple of male and female energies, like Shiv and Shakti, Ram and Sita, Lakshmi and Narayan, and so on. Their coming together of the male and the female is the cause of the cosmic manifestation of sentient and inert beings. The divine parents not only give us birth, but undertake the responsibility of shaping our lives in a proper way and direction. As parents, they nurture us lifelong with their love, care, and wisdom. In the same spirit, Father Moon and Mother Moon are the true parents. As a divine couple, they are manifest in this world. Let peace be upon them. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Ma très chère mère, accepter que le bon Dieu a choisi ses élus chargés d'exécuter ses missions, c'est avoir la foi. Et je pense que je fais partie des êtres humains qui ont une foi. C'est pour ça que dès que je vous ai vu pour la première fois, je vous ai dit que pour moi, vous êtes la mère de l'humanité. Pour moi, vous êtes une élue de Dieu. Ce Dieu que nous partageons, comme je l'ai dit tantôt, qui est le maître du monde et des cieux, il est un Dieu que nous qualifions ou que nous invoquons en disant qu'il n'y a de Dieu qu'un Dieu. Il n'y a de Dieu qu'un Allah. C'est ce que l'islam nous a appris. C'est lui qui nous a créés à temps et sans appel. Il connaît tout, il sait tout, il fait tout, il décide de tout. Et tout ce qu'il décide, il ne le décide que de par sa seule volonté. Quelle que soit notre solitude, il ne faut jamais que nous oublions que Dieu est avec nous. Quels que soient nos actes, il ne faut jamais oublier que Dieu est témoin de nos actes. Parce que simplement, le bon Dieu a le don de l'ubiquité. Voilà ma très chère mère, ce Dieu que nous vénérons, que nous adorons, et à qui moi je rends grâce pour m'avoir permis de vous rencontrer, vous qui êtes une de ses élus, vous qui êtes la mère de l'humanité, vous qui portez sa mission, son message, qui entre dans les cœurs de l'individu parce que vous lancez la parole de Dieu, vous prêchez la parole de Dieu, vous lancez son message de façon très profonde et de façon très affectueuse. Ma chère mère, conscient de ma mission de participer à l'existence d'une paix partout et toujours dans le monde en ma qualité de chef religieux de l'islam, en ma qualité de disciple du prophète Mohammed sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, en ma qualité de porteur du Saint-Coran, je sais que je ne pouvais pas mieux avoir que de t'avoir rencontré sur mon chemin afin qu'ensemble
What moving testimonies about God and God as the heavenly parent from leaders around the world. God is the creator, God is the heavenly parent, and together with True Mother, they are working to realize a world of peace. This really was a moving testimony from religious leaders around the world. Next, it is my honor to invite interreligious faith leaders from Korea. Two leaders have come to share testimonies. First, it is a religious leader working for the sake of building a world of peace, the chair of KCLC in the Seoul, Incheon region, Reverend Park Young-gyu, and also the second will be the Venerable Dobong, the head of the Joge Order of Buddhism in Korea, will share some Hyojong testimonies. Let us welcome Reverend Park Young-gyu and the Venerable Dobong with a warm round of applause. Good morning, everyone. My name is Reverend Park Yong-gyu. I am the senior pastor of Pamphylia Church and also the chair of KCLC for the region of Seoul and Icheon. I'm very pleased to meet you. First of all, I would like to congratulate Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the true parents of humanity, on their 61st Holy Wedding Anniversary. Furthermore, I am very grateful for being invited to speak at this Peace Festival of Heavenly Parents Holy Community. I'm honored to share a few words with you today. I am a Protestant pastor and theologian. This morning, we are celebrating Easter Sunday. This is the day Jesus was resurrected and came back to life after ascending on the cross. Although this is a difficult time for me because of the Easter schedule, I felt a sense of mission to come and speak on this special occasion. One is, what is the reason that brought me here? It is because I know who Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the Mother of Peace, is. Christianity until now has learned about God, Jehovah, as the Father. And until now, Christianity began with the work of the Holy Spirit. And until now, there has been an understanding of God from a chauvinistic perspective. However, the motherly love of God, the motherly aspect of God has not been fully revealed. However, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the true mother, has really helped me understand a completely different aspect of God. She has helped me read the Bible in a different perspective, understanding that God is the heavenly parent, that there is a masculine and feminine aspect to God. And I believe that understanding God as the parent of humanity has enriched my understanding of God's masculine aspect and feminine aspect. This really was a tremendous revelation and understanding for me. The creation of Adam and Eve came about the mutual relationship through the multiplication of the characteristics of God. However, Adam and Eve could not multiply these characteristics given by God and fell, and as a result, they could not reveal the true essence of an ideal couple before humanity. And as a result, humanity had to walk a path of fallen history. Therefore, humanity has been waiting for the Messiah to come and bring salvation to humanity. And for this to be possible, we need Reverend Sun Myung-moon, the only begotten son, and Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, the only begotten daughter. It is through the work of true parents that humanity can find true salvation. The second point I would like to touch upon is my understanding of Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon after joining KCLC. I came to recognize and understand that Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is the only begotten daughter. I remember what Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon said at the inauguration of KCLC and WCLC in New York in December 2019. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon clearly stated that she was the true parent and God's only begotten daughter. On that day, 35,000 people gathered from 17 countries, and everyone naturally listened to Mother's words. And all around the world on that day, we all felt as one family. Although we were from different nations and different religious backgrounds, we were all united as one. Until now, Korean Christians only understood God in a very dogmatic and a very theological perspective. But looking at Family Federation, bringing everyone together, I realized that the Family Federation movement is really doing the work of the Holy Spirit, bringing people from all around the world together. And an ideal family is not realized automatically. It is a process that requires our investment. And it is through the work of Family Federation, their emphasis on ideal families, that I was profoundly moved. And the third point I would like to share is that True Mother has shown us the role that religion must play, which is to bring humanity together. Religions have a lot in common, but each religion seeks goodness and peace. Tolerance between religions, hence, is essential. A great point that I would like to praise Heavenly Parents' Holy Community that True Mother is leading is that Heavenly Parents' Holy Community brings all religions together. Heavenly Parents' Holy Community works to bring harmony among religions around the world. And this is not possible if Family Federation did not have a philosophy of peace and love. Lastly, I firmly believe that True Mother is the incarnation of the Holy Spirit. True Mother, the only begotten daughter, has been sent by Heavenly Parent as the incarnation of the Holy Spirit. She is showing people the way to attend and work with Heavenly Parent. Since God is an omnipotent God, I would like to thank True Mother, the Mother of Peace, because now we can fully feel, experience the love of Heavenly Parent through True Mother. I would like to conclude my message with a short confession. At the age of 17, I have been raised in a very strict Christian tradition. But until now, I have always felt the loving embrace of my mother. It is thanks to my mother that I walk the path of testifying about Christ. And in 1988, on May 8, on that morning, I wrote a poem that I offered to my mother as a confession for thanking her to guide me to walk in this path of faith. I would like to share that confession with all of you. This is my letter that I offered to Christ, to the Mother Christ. Where is the mother dressed in divine green clothes, who can stand in front of creation as the star of this beautiful spring day? Once again, where is the woman with foresight and insight, who can answer all the fundamental questions of life and who has the skills to feed her children? Until a woman with a heart of love can persuade us to resemble her appears, we are lonely people. We are orphans, widows, and travelers. We are thirsty for the mother, and we are similar to summer droughts. Until now, I could only look at love. I could not feel, touch this love of a mother. In front of this motherly love, I really felt that eternal love is motherly. I really could feel that through the mother, I could go into the eternal abode of God's love. Having transformed into a woman, I could see Christ as the mother who showed the path for us to walk. At that time, I really saw that my mother had been walking the path of a cross, supporting Christ. And I could see my mother stand before Christ, encouraging us to follow Him. My confession today is to tell you that God is like our mother on this beautiful May day. Beloved children, let us gather around with joyful tears. Let us all come within the motherly embrace of Christ. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is indeed the Holy Spirit. Let us welcome her with a heart of gratitude. Hallelujah. Amen. The Venerable Domong, the chief priest of the Joge order of Buddhism, will offer his Hyojong testimony. Let us welcome him with a warm round of applause. My name is Dobong from the Songni Mountain Popju Temple, and I was also the chief priest of the Joge order of Buddhism in Korea, and my name is Dobong. I'm very pleased to meet you today. Reverend Sun Myung Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon are Buddhas. In Buddhism, we say that the heart is Buddha. Buddha represents the true I, and the true I reaches perfection and maturity on the basis of having received grace from one's true parents. Therefore, those who give true grace are Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. They are indeed the Buddhas. Everyone gathered here, everyone from around the world attending today's Peace Festival, you have all received a special grace from Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. You are the true children of true parents, and therefore you are also Buddhas. On this beautiful day, it is indeed a great blessing for me to stand and share these words of gratitude with you. Today, I've been given the opportunity to speak about interreligious harmony, interreligious faith. But going beyond that, I've been given the opportunity to testify about what I truly feel related to the global work for peace that Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon have been carrying out throughout their lives with an unchanging heart of devotion and love for humanity. It is, for me, a true honor, a true blessing to share my candid heart about what I feel Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon to be. In particular, recently, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been engaged in various activities, and I have participated and observed Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon's work, and I have been profoundly moved. In 2020 at Kintex in Ilsan, Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon hosted World Summit 2020, and she also hosted the Sonak Peace Prize Award ceremony. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon also launched the publication of her memoirs. Through these works, I could see that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been investing such incredible efforts for the sake of humanity. Once again, this was a precious opportunity for me to feel the great work for peace that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has been doing through the invitation of Reverend Lee Hyun-young, the chair of the Korea Association of Religions. I could rub shoulders with eminent religious leaders and leaders of civil society from around the world. This summit was not an event that could be hosted if you have money. It is not the government that can host such an event. It is only someone who has invested her entire life for the sake of peace that can bring such peace-loving citizens and like-minded leaders from all around the world together. Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has received and has earned the respect and the praise of peace-loving citizens from around the world, and she has connected the entire worldwide foundation of peace-loving citizens to peace on the Korean Peninsula. This is my frank testimony about Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon. And what I feel even more grateful is that during the publication of Mother's biography, many religious leaders and many heads of states were invited to come, and many of them came to cut the cake. And as a religious representative, I was invited to come and cut the celebratory rice cake together with Dr. Moon, and I was so moved by that honor. And I really could feel that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon has led her life for the sake of peace. This was a great celebration of her lifelong work for peace. I cannot forget that moment. Thereafter, I read Mother's biography several times, and I participated in various interreligious activities of the Korea Association of Religions. Beloved members of Family Federation, you are truly happy and blessed people, because going beyond the parent-child relationship, you have built and established a relationship of parent and child with the heavenly parent. What greater, what more precious relationship can there be? Please continue your investment in building that relationship with God as the heavenly parent. I will do my best to be a filial son to heavenly parent, and filial piety is an act of loyalty 100 times 100. Filial piety is one of the most basic principles in Buddhism, and the movement for heavenly unification that is being carried out by true parents will be a movement I will wholeheartedly support. For the past year, we have endured the many challenges and difficulties caused by COVID-19. Today, humanity faces many challenges, but it is also the harbinger for the start of a new era. However, the world may change. One thing that does not change, one constant hope of humanity remains the search of humanity for the ideal world. In Buddhism, we call this ideal world the land of Buddha. I am actively participating in the peace movement, the heavenly reunification movement, the interreligious movement that Dr. Hak Ja Han Moon is leading. I believe firmly that all religions recognize a deity whether it is God in Christianity or Buddha in Buddhism or Allah in Islam, are all in a parental position to all of us. And all of these religions recognize a deity that is in the parental position, and I am confident that the essence of all of these deity is one God, the one true God, the Heavenly Parent. Therefore, I am confident that the movement for the Heavenly Unified Korea will play a decisive role in realizing world peace and harmony. Just as the sun rises from the east and settles in the west, I firmly believe that Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is enlightening us with unchanging principles. Who can speak with as much confidence and as much courage as Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon about the truth of providential history? Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is already a parent who is walking the path of historical truth. For me, there is but one truth. What is that truth? The truth is that there is but one path. Whether it is a religious person seeking the truth, anyone who wishes to work for the sake of peace must work for the sake of the Heavenly Unified Korea together with Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. True parents are walking the path of the Heavenly Unified Korea. Therefore, I am confident that the Heavenly Unified Korea is the land of Buddha. This is because the heart of true parents is the true heart, and this true heart is the truth. In this, it is because it is the truth. We are in this 21st century. We are ushered a new millennium, an age of change, a new age. And Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is leading this providential history. Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon is the true mother, the mother of peace. She is leading this new millennium, this new providential age. And my prayer is that Buddha's grace can be with True Mother, with all of you, and together let us realize peace for humanity and peace in the world. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What incredible Hyojong testimonies that really bring new life into our hearts. We will have a short cultural performance, and the second performance will be The Little Angels. The Little Angels were founded by true parents in 1963, and they have been angels of Korea's culture around the world. The Little Angels of Peace will perform beautiful songs for us. Let us welcome them with a round of applause. Everyone who came to today's Peace Festival, you are all heaven's blessing. Thank you. What beautiful, what incredible little angels. This was a beautiful performance once again. And now we are going to go to part 3, and we have already touched on the 2 topics of today, which was who is the mother of peace, who is the heavenly parent, and part 3 is who am I? This is perhaps one of the easiest, yet most difficult topics, because reflecting on who we are, who am I, is not an easy theme. Let us explore this theme together.
태어나 죽음을 맞이하는 순간까지.
From the moment of our birth until our death, there is a question we always ask ourselves, a question that has asked and caused many truth seekers to put aside wealth and honor and walk a path of searching. It can be seen in various paintings or on the walls of various famous universities. This is a question that has grappled humanity throughout history. Who am I? Our earthly life is a question. Where did we come from? What are we? Where are we going? These are fundamental questions we once ask in our daily lives. Following the crucifixion of God, the only begotten Son, Christianity's purpose was the marriage supper of the Lamb, the holy wedding of the only begotten Son and the only begotten daughter. Reverend Sun Myung-moon and Dr. Hak Cha-han Moon hosted the holy marriage wedding of the Lamb for the first time in human history, realizing for the first time the ideal of creation. And as true parents, for the past 60 years, they have led a providence known as the marriage blessing ceremony. The marriage blessing is now interreligious, international, and interracial. Millions of couples from around the world have come and participated in this international marriage blessing, true family values movement. This has been the answer to humanity's question, who am I? It is really the direction for humanity to go. Why is the marriage blessing the answer to the question, who am I? Under heaven's mandate, Reverend and Mrs. Moon have been walking the path of true parents and guiding the marriage blessing. They have taught that humanity stands in a parent-child relationship with God. It is clear that God is our heavenly parent and that God wishes for us to become true parents who live in unison and harmony with God, our eternal true parent. It is God's dream to live in harmony and oneness with human beings who have become true parents and form ideal families. Now the time has come for us to understand that we are God's beloved son and daughter, and even a Archbishop from the Vatican and various religious leaders around the world are participating in this marriage blessing ceremony. Going beyond individuals, heads of states and other VIPs are joining this incredible blessed family movement. This is truly an incredible transformation of family values in the world. For millennia, human beings have searched an answer to the question, who am I? The answer to this question is to go back to the root, to the cause, and realize that we are the beautiful and beloved sons and daughters of God. This is an unchanging truth. We are siblings and we are the beloved sons and daughters of God, the heavenly parent. A new era has opened. Can you feel it? You are truly blessed people. It only feels like a dream. What about you? Don't you feel blessed? Anyone who has received many blessings should share those blessings. You need to lead lives where you share God's blessings with others. We are all siblings. We are one family under the heavenly parent. The starting point of this happiness is for me, the beloved son and daughter of God, to meet with God, the heavenly parent. Heavenly parent is our parent. You are heavenly parent's blessing. You are heaven's treasure and joy. You are God's beloved sons and daughters. And we've been able to see through this video a beautiful guidance about how to discover our identity. We now have beautiful testimonies and about who am I, and it really is my honor to introduce a few beautiful peace ambassadors. One of them is Mrs. Chung Hye-sun. She is a Korean actress. And after that, I would like to introduce a beautiful couple, an international couple that received True Parents' blessing. It is Ryan Hokanson and Kamon Chanok Chaisitamnon. Let us welcome Mrs. Chung Hye-sun and Ryan and Kamon Chanok's couple with a warm round of applause. I feel so tense.
안녕하셨습니까?
Good morning, everyone.
저는
My name is Chung Hye-sun, and I am a Korean actress. I'm very pleased to meet you today.
감사합니다.
Oh, thank you very much for your warm welcome, and I'm really honored to come and share a few words because True Mother invited me to come and speak at this Peace Festival, and I'm really grateful. Whenever there was a major event, I was invited several times, and I've come to Cheongpyeong on many occasions, and each time as I came here, I always felt at home, and I felt humbled. And for 60 years I was an actress, but this heart of really gratitude continues to stay with me. And can you really feel my heart? Can you feel how tense and yet how excited I feel? Thank you very much. I would like to share a little bit about my relationship with the movement, and in my memory, I think I would like to speak about what happened 64 years ago. In 1957, this was only a few years after the Korean War. Korea was completely desolate, completely destroyed. And in 1957, I joined the Sudo Girls Middle School, and I met a good friend who was a Unification Church member. And at that time, I was going to church, but I was not really a faithful student. But my student kept taking me to church, and even led me to become a Sunday service teacher. But I was not really the most exemplary church member. But this friend, my original name is Youngja, and my friend said, after today's class, there's a place to go. And I said, okay, let's go together, since she was my friend. And the place I went was the Cheongpa-dong Headquarters Church. In reality, I'm sure that you may not imagine it, but 60 years ago, at that time, the Unification Church was very controversial, and there were many revivals, and students interested in religion would always go to the revivals of the Unification Church. So it was controversial, but it was the most active church in Korea at the time. It had so many revivals, and this friend told me, let's go to this revival together, and Reverend Moon will preach. So I'm one of the people alive who actually heard a sermon from Reverend Moon from 60 years ago. Anyway, in 1957, if there's anyone here who has heard Reverend Moon's sermon from 1957, raise your hand. What? There's not a single person? Anyway, I feel like I'm suddenly a relic. I feel like a historical relic. Anyways, 57 years ago, I heard Reverend Moon's sermon. I was so enthralled that my relationship with the Unification Church began at that time. And after that, I joined KBS, the Korean Broadcasting Corporation, and after that, I became an actress. And a few years later, one of my colleagues came and told me, Chung Hye-sun, there will be a rally in Osaka organized by the Unification Church, and we need to go together. But I said I was so busy. I really busy at that time, and I really wanted to decline the invitation, not because I didn't want to go, but because I was busy. And I'm sure you all know how busy my schedule was. I really didn't have any time. And working as an actress, as a struggling actor at that time. This was a time when I was younger. In each week I had to go to 3 programs. I didn't have time to even sleep. Going overseas was really an impossible request, but thanks to God's protection, I was able to go to Osaka. Things worked out that time freed up, and I was able to go to Osaka. And as I went to the Osaka workshop, and I remember the teacher who lectured, that was Reverend Yoon Jong-no. At that time, he was the chair of the workshop, and together with Dr. Mina Kim, they really taught us as if they were our school teachers. And I remember the workshop took place over 3 days, and I would always sit every day in the front row, listen to everything. And I feel a bit tense. Please allow me to have a drink of water. And I was participating in this workshop, and of course I felt a bit physically exhausted, and maybe women might know, but when women are tired, they get some infections. So after class, all of the other classmates, there were about 20 of them, everyone else in the evening they would go to have meals in Osaka, but I was staying in the dorm, and that is why I was appointed as a peace ambassador. And this was such a great blessing for me. And have you heard of the title Peace Ambassador? A Peace Ambassador is really an incredible title, and I really could feel the honor bestowed upon me. And after that, I was put in charge of something important, which is peace ambassadors are expected to help others. We would really do a lot of charity work, and at that time the current president of Somun University, Dr. Son Jo-hwang, would bring us together, and there was an event, and it was an event to really help others, and the theme was Food is Love, based on father's biography. And we began this charity work of providing food to destitute people. I would go to various restaurants and help them make food and distribute it to the destitute. We would make dumplings. We would gather donations of rice and donate it to North Korea. We would also go into the streets, and we would have a slogan, let us work together, let us help one another. We did a lot of charity work for society. It was such a rewarding phase of my life to be a peace ambassador. And as a result, sometimes I was able to meet with Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, with Reverend Moon in major events, and I received a lot of love from true parents. One day, Reverend Moon and Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, they mentioned that they would go on a business trip, and I went to the airport to greet them on their way out. And from what I heard, Reverend Moon, and every time he has a bit of free time, he would go fish. So I really went to buy a sunglass to help Dr. Moon, to really help him during his fishing trips. And I wondered, would Reverend Moon really receive my humble gift of sunglasses? I was worried if he doesn't accept my gift, I will feel so embarrassed. But I courageously went and I gave sunglasses to Reverend Moon. And Reverend Moon was so happy to receive my gift. I felt like the most blessed, the happiest person in the world when Reverend Moon accepted my gift so happily. And at that time, even though I was able to really see Reverend Moon work at the global level, I could feel that the Reverend Moon really cared about even the humblest person, that Reverend Moon did not discriminate, that he would always welcome even the humblest people and accept even the smallest gifts. And I was so moved by that, and that's why even every time I had a small gift I wanted to give Reverend Moon, I would give him. Sometimes I would give him a cushion, sometimes a mug, but Reverend Moon was always so happy to accept the heart with which I gave my heart, and that's why I love Reverend Moon and Mrs. Moon. And then a lot of time passed after that, and one day suddenly I heard on the news that Reverend Moon had passed away. And hearing the news of the Reverend Moon's ascension, when I came to Cheongpyeong, the whole time I came here I couldn't stop crying, because what remained of me was the love that I had received from Reverend Moon. And I felt as if I could not really repay that love. And every time I come here, I always feel that Reverend Moon is somewhere here in Cheongpyeong. And I always remember Reverend Moon. I'm sure it is the same for you. I'm sure you miss Reverend Moon. You might miss Reverend Moon more than I do. Isn't that so? And really, every time I remember Reverend Moon, I'm filled with tears. And about 2 years ago, in the Peace World Center, we had a peace rally of hope. And I participated in the rally of hope, and because of COVID-19, everyone was participating online, and just like today, the majority of people were participating online. And at that time, I was really moved once again, because this is how, even though we cannot see you, the entire world is coming together in this time of difficulty. I was so moved that the world was coming together with the rallies of hope. And even though Reverend Moon was not present, Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon, even though she is beautiful, even though she's so gracious, I had not really realized the leadership, the breadth of True Mother's courage, the resolution with which she wanted to realize Reverend Moon's mission, the beautiful, the firm, the courageous, the confident message she conveyed on that day really inspired me. Once again, I completely changed my understanding of Dr. Hak Ja-han Moon. She is a person sent by heaven. She is not just a mother. She is the mother of peace. And this was not long ago. I was able to meet Yeonanim, who is the chair of UPF Korea, and I also met Reverend Lee Hyun-young, and I was able to receive the Mother of Peace biography, and I've not read it from cover to cover yet, but I have read portions of it, and I really felt that I was right. Mother is the Mother of Peace. She is the apostle of peace. And True Mother has always been working tirelessly around the world. She has been on a trip, touring the world several times a year, and Mother is not young. In the past, Mother could go around the world several times a year, but now at her age, it really is time for mother to be in her chamber, welcome children from around the world. But nonetheless, mother always takes the lead. She's walking around the world. She is really working tirelessly for the sake of peace. And every time I see mother, I always feel that mother is amazing. And that is why in my heart, I really feel that true mother must be healthy. Mother should be healthy so that she can really continue leading this peace movement worldwide. That is not all. It is not just mother as the mother of peace. Mother has been awakening us to the importance of the environment. And President Biden has been emphasizing the need for the environment. But mother has been emphasizing this point even more. She is a true patriot of Korea. And I hope that mother can be healthy, and live for many, many, many more years. Because all of you who are blessed families gathered here, I hope that we can all work together and realize a bigger movement for peace. I am confident of it. And I hope that you can all be filled with the grace of God and in attendance to Mother. Let us all realize everything we want to accomplish centering on a true mother. Every day I will pray for mother, I will pray for you. And lastly, I am a peace ambassador. I am a member of peace, and I'm also a PR ambassador for UPF. From now on, every time there is a peace festival, count me in. I will run tirelessly. And I hope that you can all be filled with love and grace. And until the day we can realize lasting peace, let us all run together. Thank you, everyone. I don't think I've prepared adequately, but really thank you so much for your attention, and please be healthy and happy. Thank you once again. Good morning, everyone. We are an international second-generation blessed family. My name is Ryan Håkanson. My name is Chaisit Tamnong Kamon Chanok. We're very pleased to meet you today. Thank you for the warm welcome. And my father is American, my mother is Korean. When I was young, we lived in Alaska, and I remember going back and forth between America and Korea. And right now, I am working at YSP Korea in the area of culture and the arts. And my father is Thai and my mother is Japanese. And I was born in Bangkok, and I lived in Thailand until I received a Hyojong Peace Scholarship, and I came to study in Sungmun University. And right now I am in my senior year, and I'm also working as an intern at YSP, and I'm also learning how to be a barista. And my dream is to make a financial foundation where I can help not just the Thai church, but also to help other second gens become financially independent. And before receiving the blessing, my parents really loved each other. And when I saw my parents, father and mother from different countries, loving each other, I really felt that it is possible for international marriage to work. And I really wanted to receive an international blessing. And I prayed that I could have an international husband. And our parents met together, and in February 2020 we received a true parents blessing. And my wife is the most beautiful girl in the world, woman in the world, and she's always respecting me, trying to bring joy and happiness in my life. And we usually communicate in Korean, and sometimes the communication doesn't work, and sometimes we use sign languages. And one of the expressions she uses is "ping ping," and she uses Thai expressions. And it is difficult to express what she means because I don't really understand Thai, but I really could feel her heart, and I really feel that our emotions are conveyed even better because we are not just united in heart, but we are really trying to bring different cultures and different nationalities together. It is true parents' blessing and love that has brought us together. After receiving the blessing, we have not been on a honeymoon yet, but after receiving the blessing, all of the time we spent together felt like a trip, like a honeymoon. And also because we are so different, each time we met, it really felt like we were going on a honeymoon together. Each moment was beautiful. And sometimes I'm filled with tears because my husband is so handsome, and I'm grateful to Heavenly Parent for really giving me my husband. And I believe my husband is the gift of Heavenly Parent to me. Sometimes in my heart I ask Heavenly Parent, and I'm not qualified, and yet why did you give me such a great blessing? Thank you so much for giving me such an amazing husband. And the fact that I could meet my husband is really a sign that God loves me so much. And after receiving the blessing with Ryan, I really feel that I have received the greatest blessing from Heavenly Parent and true parents. And as the sons and daughters of true parents, we really want to return joy and glory to Heavenly Parent and true parents. And on my cell phone, there's a picture of my wife is my Heavenly Parent. So we hope that we can become a beautiful couple together. And my dream is to actually go to Thailand and teach Korean in Thailand. And also to our children, we really want to teach our children in the future that love has no barriers, that all the second gens can feel inspired to receive an international blessing. So may Heavenly Parents and true parents' blessings and love be with you all. Thank you so much. Wow, what incredible testimonies. We are so moved. We can really feel the power of true love. And now it is time for the third cultural performance. She is really the diva of Korea. Her life is a symbol of overcoming aversion through love. She is a person who has been giving courage to people worldwide. Let us welcome Insuni with a terrific round of applause.
Okay. Yeah, honey, check on the gear. You know what time it is right now, like it, yo. Cause I'm king to one skin. Your ADY to one skin. I'm Pingo king to one skin. Big in Sony on top of it. I'm Pingo king to one skin. Come on.
긴 밤이 지나도록 When the time is so right, it's the way to survive. 기다려 hold on. 사랑을 하고 있나? 많은 것을 약속했나? 힘들어도 try. 포기하지 마라. It will be alright.
세월이 많이 피는 구령같이 늙어간다만이 내게는 그 처음 미래의 길을 보니 없는데 얼굴에 썸타는 흔적도 그려 어느새 남자의 미래는 책임감과 무거운 중압감 하지만 애써는 저 높은 곳에 각자 이상을 위해 모두 바쁘네 자랑스러운 나의 친구들아 나도 열심히 살아가고 있다 우리는 사랑은 사회가 이슈 하지만 인간적인 뿐인 실수는 모두 겪어야지 너 실수 없는 지금 상태이기 변수 없이 아주 시대는 게 뭐가 된수 이 남의 소주 한잔할 때까지 깜짝 필수 always miss you
우리들의 얘기로만 긴 밤이 지나도록 When the time is alright It's the way to survive 기다려 hold on 그런 거는 eventually Gonna stand on your own feet 힘들어도 try 포기 마라 It will be alright
세월의 무감각해져가는 현실의 삶과 이상 속에 아련한 추억이 너무 그립네 친구들과 뛰고도 끝없네 바쁘게 지내온 나는 속에 지난 나를 돌아보지 못했는데 어느 날 잠에서 깨어날 때 꿈에서 번듯한 나의 동네 천천히 퍼진 친구들과 같이 너무 크게 몸으로 가슴이 뛰어지 데자부 느끼고 추억의 자리에서 흐느끼고 생각에 꼬리를 물고 헤치면서 주변 나발 여기 추억과 바닷바람 그리고 너무나 사랑하는 사람 그리 있네 인생에 뭐가 더 있나 돈, 명예, 미래 다이아말로 교훈의 섬 다이아몬드 got something never change put your hands up put your hands up 다 같이 put your hands up
손들어 머리 위로
자 여러분 손머리 위로 여러분 인천이
사랑해
Let's party 인생 끝날 때까지 Come on Hey
긴 밤이 지나도록 세월이 지나도 변치 말자고 약속했잖아 영원토록 변치 않는 그런 믿음 간직할래 세월이 지나도 나 변해도 변치 않는 것
이제 뭘 하더라도 그 시대 같은 스럽스리오 이제 바쁘더라도 가끔 전화를 해보시오 이제 뭘 하더라도 그때도 가슴스럽스리오 이제 바쁘더라도 우리의 추억을 기억해줘 이제 뭘 하더라도 그 시대 같은 스럽스리오 이제 바쁘더라도 가끔 전화를 해보시오 이제 뭘 하더라도 그때도 가슴스럽스리오 이제 바쁘더라도 우리의 추억을 기억해줘 친구야 yeah.
네, 감사합니다. 저쪽 뒤에서요. 우리 정혜선 선배님께서 정말 따박따박 그 모든 걸 기억하시면서 말씀하시는
Hello everyone, I'm really so excited because from far behind I could see Chong Hae-sun, who is my kind of elder, and she was up dancing, singing, and this was so beautiful. And I'm really happy to be here. And today, when I saw everyone coming together, in particular Ryan and Kamun Chanok coming together and talking about that couple, about that love has no barriers. And I really felt that this was the story of my life because my father is American, Black American, my mother was Korean. So I couldn't agree more than what they said, that love has no barriers.
그리고 몇 년 전에
And also a few years ago, I remember there was a festival, an open air festival, and many young people came. And when I saw them, I really felt like I'm similar to you, because I was born from an international marriage, and they were also international couples. So I feel so happy. Every time I see international couples, I'm so happy. You know, it's not easy. International marriages are not easy, but they're so worth it. So, you know, I want to just tell everyone, guys, just be inspired. International marriage is totally worth it. And I really want to once again welcome everyone to this Peace Festival. Congratulations, everyone. And you are really heaven's blessing. You are all heaven's blessing. Thank you so much. And also there are so many people from around the world watching, and I can see people on the screen, and everyone, please be healthy, please be happy, and really let's work together. Soon the COVID-19 pandemic will be over, and I've prepared a song we can all sing together. I combined it with truth. Everyone, let us sing and dance together.
낙동강 강바람에 치마폭을 스치며 군인가 놀아버린 소식이 오네. 그나기 사고이면 누가 뭐라나 늙으신 부모님을 내가 모시고 노래를 쳐라 삭개를 쳐라. 붉게 피는 남쪽 나라 내 고향 언덕 위에 조가삼간 그립습니다. 자주 걸음 눈물에 젖어 이별가를 불러주던 못 잊을 사람. 해저문 소양강에 황혼이 지며 외로운 갈대밭에 슬피 울던 두견새야 새야 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 18 딸기 같은 어린 내 순정 너마저 몰라주면 나는 어쩌나. 그리워서 애만 태우는 소양강처럼 그리워서
비가 왔어요. 오늘은 이제
Oh, thank you so much. This just feels like a dream. I cannot think of a better stage to really perform, really, because you all feel like these beautiful cherry blossoms around here. I'm sure this year everything you try will work out. And the last song I would like to sing is a song that I have never sung standing. It is really a song that really conveys my heart. Thank you, everyone. This is for you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound they saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 나 같은 죄인 살리신 주 내 놀라와 잃었던 생명 찾았고 광명으로 넣었네. 감사합니다.
오늘 이 기쁜 평화축제가 열리는 날에 저의 인도로 이 자리에 참석하신 한영호 전 경찰서장님께 제 진심을 담은 사랑의 편지를 읽어드리려고 합니다.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to share a few love letters. This is really to one of the members that I have witnessed recently, and it is really thanks to Reverend Moon and Dr. Moon. True parents are really incredible patriots, and they are the only begotten son and only begotten daughter. And you remember that you were so moved, and last year I shared the biography the Mother of Peace, and you read all of this letter and you were profoundly moved, and you sent me your testimonies. Thank you so much, and I would like to really thank you because from now on you have resolved to attend Heavenly Parents as true parents, and I'm so grateful that you're able to participate. This is a heartfelt letter to the police chief Han Yong-ho, who is attending this festival with me today. Mr. Han Yong-ho, I want to say please be healthy and happy, and once again thank you for joining today's Peace Festival. Mr. Han Yong-ho, I'm so grateful. Thank you. We love you. Today, through this really Peace Festival, I would like to really offer this special letter of gratitude to Mr. Kim, which I invited to attend today's Peace Festival. And in October 2015, we met for the first time, and you sat at the very front, and you sat in the front row. And I remember how you wanted to hear about the True Parents the most, and you've been working so hard to really convey love and public service for others. And I'm really happy that you have met True Parents, the Messiah and the Savior. And from the next day, I've been sending True Parents words every day. It's already been 1 year and a half later. We went from Gangwon to Seoul, and as I wanted to greet you, you invited us to your office, and you also came to Noan, to Seoul, and every morning I would send you True Parents Hundok messages, and you were so moved, and you wanted to support us, and I felt that this was a relationship that God had prepared for us. I was so grateful, and we met again, and you connected us to the mayor of Seoul, and our couple was able to work in the city of Seoul. Thank you for helping us. And in 2018, for the sake of the Nepal summit, we went to Nepal together, and this was a special time. This was a time when we worked together to share the vision and ideal of True Parents. Heads of State participated, and when you saw Heads of State come and support True Parents' work, you were so moved by True Parents' global work for peace. And you mentioned, let's go on a tourist tour later, and you went to really help people to the Center for Disabled People, to really give them some funds and to take care of them. You embraced many orphans, and when I saw that you really loved and cared about orphans, I really felt that you really connected to True Parents. And now more than us, I really want to thank you for investing yourself for the development of Family Federation and the Heavenly Parents Holy Community. And I want to thank you once again. May heaven's blessings be with you and your family. And we want to share our love for you. And first, we want to really also thank Heavenly Parent and the True Parents for their love and blessings, and for making it possible to connect with you. I want to really convey my love and my gratitude to you. Beloved guests, beloved citizens from around the world attending Heavenly Parents Holy Community's Peace Festival, welcome. This is a message to welcome you all. Welcome, we love you. Welcome, thank you for joining Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Let us walk together and realize a world of peace. And we are really happy that we can share this Peace Festival together, and I hope that you can learn about Heavenly Parent through your participation. And good morning, spiritual children. And within Heavenly Parents Holy Community, I'm so happy that we could meet. We love you. Yeah, so thank you for watching today's worship service, and thank you so much for joining online the Peace Festival. And don't worry, let us all attend Heavenly Parents and True Parents together. Let us become happy, blessed families together. And welcome for joining today's Peace Festival, and let us realize a world of peace together. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining Heavenly Parents Holy Community once again. Welcome everyone. Welcome, we love you. You are heaven's blessing. Thank you. What an incredible and moving Peace Festival. This was an incredible moment for us to share our love and to share our heart together. And now is the time for new members to be acknowledged. All new members, kindly rise from your seats and you will be acknowledged by the member who brought you here. Today, Mrs. Wonju McDavid, Chief of Staff for True Mother Secretariat, and Dr. Yoon Young-ho, Director General for Family Federation International Headquarters, will give welcome bouquets of flowers to a representative couple. And now let us give a round of applause as the new members are welcomed to Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Welcome once again. Thank you for joining Heavenly Parents Holy Community. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. And also, all of the members, please convey the rose that you have brought for the new member. You are all heaven's blessing, and all of the new members, thank you. We are so grateful that you came. You really are heaven's blessing. Please give the bouquet of roses, the roses to the new member, the new guests that you have brought. Yes, it is time to welcome these beautiful and amazing guests. They really are heaven's blessing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please kindly take your seats now. And I don't know how was today's festival, respected members, beloved new guests. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you for participating in today's Peace Festival together, and everyone who joined online. Thank you very much. We are so grateful for your participation. And you indeed are heaven's blessing. And I hope that today was indeed a meaningful day of blessings for you. This concludes today's Peace Festival of Heavenly Parents Holy Community. See you next time. Thank you very much for your participation. God bless you.